What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Travel Adventures with Eric B. I'm Eric B, and today we're gonna go check out the Boston Harbor. Follow along, let's have some fun. Let's go. So from my experience in Boston, I know that the traffic in the city is absolutely horrific, so be prepared to deal with bad traffic all throughout the day. Another thing is, if you're going to pay to park and you're going to go out in the harbor and you're going to see some things, you're going to pay about $40. I parked for 8 hours out here and I spent about $40 for parking, so it's very expensive. So what I recommend to you is, I recommend that if you're staying somewhere, and lodging is expensive, if you're staying somewhere near a T-line, which is their subway, I recommend you take the subway down the harbor and avoid the expensive parking. And the cool thing is there's an airport line on the T, so you can get straight off of Logan Airport and you can go right down into the harbor from there, getting off on the New England Aquarium exit. The New England Aquarium exit is right down amongst the harbor, so you get off there and you're right there amongst everything, right on the harbor. And to get a ticket on the T, it's very, very inexpensive, so I highly recommend you use the T if you're staying somewhere. Like I said, again, lodging is expensive in Boston. If you're staying somewhere where you can just hop on the T and go down and avoid paying $40 for parking if you're driving, so that would be my recommendation to you. Go inside a Quincy market. Let's go. The area outside of Quincy market, it's not even within the market and it's massive. So you got this much outside of the market. Can you imagine what we're going to see inside of the market? It's more than a little impressive. We got ice cream. Irish. This little place upstairs. Mac and cheese spot. Got prime rib. That was really good. Different kinds of mac and cheese. I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur. I love carrot cake. Before I even taste these shrimp, I can already tell I'm disappointed in them because these are like the frozen, get out of the freezer type shrimp. Not really what I was expecting, like the fresh shrimp. So we'll taste it and we'll see. Because it is shrimp and I love shrimp, I'm gonna eat it regardless, and it's gonna be good because I love shrimp. But it's not up to par with, like, you know, really good shrimp. Definitely lower quality shrimp in my opinion, but I'm still gonna eat it because it's shrimp and I love shrimp. What I strongly recommend after this experience is because there's so many places you can eat here. I recommend you walk all around everywhere before you make a decision on your meal because there's just so many options. You don't want to do like me and pick something out and then be disappointed because you find a better option later. So I suggest that you walk around, check everything out, make sure you definitely want something before you get it. And there's just so many tons of vendors around, not just food. There's just stuff literally everywhere here. This is a wide variety. And this little oyster bar looks really good, even though I'm not a big oyster person. Really good for me. Big mistake that I made. That fried shrimp wasn't good. I should have got the steamed shrimp in a beer for $13 and something. Instead, I paid $20 for that shrimp and fries. That wasn't good. So you live and you learn. I don't know how many of you remember. It wasn't long ago, spinners were a big thing. I don't think they're as big anymore. Let me know in the comments section if they are. There goes Bill Belichick. Looks like Dick's Last Resort here closed down. I went to the one in Vegas before. I ate to go. I never sat there and got insulted. You know they insult you in that place. Yeah, I'm really digging Quincy Market, and this whole harbor area is really cool. It's a really good spot to come hang out. A lot of cool items here. A lot of great food, a lot of options. You can literally walk around and look for like hours. You can just spend all day here in Quincy Market. You can definitely spend all day in the entire area because there's so much to see and do around the harbor. So I highly recommend it if you haven't been here before. If you have, let me know down in the comments section if you've been here before. That'd be a pretty cool looking little cap right there. I need to put that on. There's a lot of green here in Boston. They really play to the Irish, the luck of the Irish and St. Patrick a lot. That's a cool bar to sit in and relax and enjoy yourself. This place is really massive though. It's a really cool spot to spend a day. I highly recommend just coming here and just enjoying yourself for a day. This whole area is really cool, really chilled, you know, so many shops, so many fun things to do, and the street performance. Right outside of Quincy Market is the historical Faneuil Hall. And those of you who don't know what Faneuil Hall is, it's called a meeting place of patriots. There are all types of meetings that took place at Faneuil Hall, including the Stamps Act, the Boston Massacre meeting, the Tea Crisis, and many other meetings and grievances with the British were taking place here at Faneuil Hall. 1764 and 1775. It's a lot of history in this building. Unfortunately for me, I didn't get to go upstairs and tour the section where a lot of the meetings took place because that section opens till 5 p.m. Every day, and I got there, it was after 5, but you can see pictures right here of that section, and it's still being intact, at least the way it's intact today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get there, but hey, I'm always for saving things for the future. You may have learned from my trolley ride, if you didn't know already, Boston generally is the first in America for everything. So much history. This is one of those hop-on, hop-off night tours, which seems to be pretty cool, which is another thing I may be saving for future trips to Boston, as we're out on the harbor at night, and we're going to be looking for dinner right now. I can't wait for dinner, so it's a beautiful night. It's really pretty out here. Just sit out and enjoy yourself. Sit around, look at all of the beautiful boats. Enjoy the scenery on a pretty night here in Boston. A lot of bars and restaurants also right out here on the harbor. So, and this is what we came to. We came to legal seafood. This is going to be our food option for the night. And I'm zeroing in on some New England clam chowder and some fish tacos. So here comes the clam chowder. Got some bread to go along with the clam chowder and some crackers, and got a Sam Adams. When in Boston, drink Sam Adams. I don't drink it anywhere else, but when in Boston, drink Sam Adams. So the fish tacos, we're going to dig in. The clam chowder is really good. I actually enjoyed the New England clam chowder better than I enjoyed the tacos. The tacos were good. They were haddock, so it's a little bit of a different fish than what I normally eat, but they were good. They weren't the best, but the New England clam chowder was fantastic. I give a 10 out of 10 on the clam chowder. I'd probably say a 7 out of 10 on the tacos, which means they were good, but they weren't the best. They weren't top notch, but a pretty good meal. If I can get a 10 and a 7, I'm not going to complain about that meal. This is a little restaurant right out here on the harbor. This would be a really cool place to sit down and eat and have a drink and have a wonderful view. Of course, I didn't get that view in the illegal seafood, but the food was good, so I got no complaints. Take you back to the tea station right here. As I mentioned earlier, the tea is very convenient here in Boston. You got the New England Aquarium exit, which takes you right here, and then you got the airport exit. You can go straight from the airport straight to the harbor. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I ask that you please hit the like, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell notification so you can know when I have more material coming out in the future. Help us to grow as a travel community. And as always, remember, live today, grow today. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Peace.